to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece is from Fox and Friends, Tuesday, December 19, and it's Stewart Varney, and he's talking about the state of the US economy. And I want you to listen to this because what the analysts on Wall Street are predicting for the coming year is nothing more than amazing. Then I want you to compare with the dangerous socialist policies that the Prime Minister of Quebec is foisting upon Canadians. We Canadians face some very dark times in 2018. First of all, our charter is being ripped up. Free speech in Canada will be gone, so they'll have to rewrite the national anthem because we're not free anymore. Second, despite the efforts of the mainstream media telling you otherwise, the Canadian economy is on a knife edge, and the so-called engine of Canada, i.e. Ontario, is on life support. We have a chance, however, to blunt Trudeau's power in 2018, in June to be precise, but I fear that the opposition to the current provincial communist leader is just a weak version of the same, who was quite happy to sign away our free speech rights in Ontario, very easily in fact. Canada as a whole is heading down a socialist black hole driven by social justice and the other 57 genders. Oh Canada, what a difference south of the border. And to remind our American friends, in just over a year those refugees will have Canadian passports. Trudeau and the Liberal Communist Party, in my opinion, are as big a threat to Canada's very survival as Nazi Germany was during the Second World War. And we all know where Quebec stood, don't we?
Well, in a little more than an hour, the stock market's going to reopen after another record milestone. Yes, 401k. The Dow posting its 70th record high of this year alone, of 2017, rising 5,000 points this year for the first time ever.
So how much higher will it go before the end of the year? And break it down, host of Varney and Company on the Fox Business Network, Stewart Varney. Stewart, the NASDAQ is north of 7,000, which is territory it's never seen before.
Do you want me to forecast the stock market? Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give you a little history instead.
Just tell us what it means.
Okay. October the 17th of this year, that's when we crossed 23,000. November the 30th, we crossed 24,000. Today is December the 19th. We're only 200 points away from 25,000. And this morning, President Trump tweets this: stocks and the economy have a long way to go after the tax cut bill, totally understood, etc., etc., etc. But the president is saying the market and the economy have a long way to go. He thinks we're going to hit 25K and go on from there.
What do you think the market would have done if the votes weren't there today, as they evidently are? And why do you think the market's going up? Does that mean they looked at this plan and they like the 400 budget plan?
Yes. If the votes had not been there and we don't get the tax cut plan, it would have gone down. How much? I haven't a clue, but it would have gone down some. Now that we are going to get this tax cut plan, a lot of people on Wall Street, including 3 big investment banks, are saying there's another leg up next year. Bank of America says you're going to get another 12% gain next year because of this tax cut. Yes, because that improves the profitability of corporations, and that goes to the bottom line of stocks.
After this year, more and more people are getting on board with the president. We saw Melania's approval ratings going up. CNBC did a poll. The economic optimism up, and president's approval rating is up 4 points since September.
If you look at the president's standing on the issues, it is higher than on his standing overall. His overall approval rate is still below 40%, but his approval on the economy is well above 40%.
And Stewart, if you remember, before the election, people were forecasting if Donald Trump is elected, the stock market is going to go to zero.
Who could forget Paul Krugman on the night of the election forecasting a whopping great big crash? How wrong can you be?
Right.
You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.